Yeah, it's coming to Android. It's on everything. But
iPhone?
Pretty sure it's on iPhone, yeah. It's better to play on console or PC.
Oh, for sure.
As long as I can, get some more years out of the good old Xbox One.
Oh yeah. And it's crossplay. But it's what Anthem, it's similar to what Anthem could have been if they actually put the love into it.
That's what always makes the difference.
A good mech game. It's like we had one called Mech Warrior.
It's definitely that.
Does EA put love into anything?
No.
Oh,
true.
Not anymore.
An absolute husk of what they could have been.
Didn't EA do Mass Effect?
Didn't they get bought out by some,
BioWare did Mass Effect, and then EA bought BioWare. And now they're getting bought out by a Saudi Arabia company.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be even better.
Yeah. Bonus, the company that's buying them is basically bankrupt, so I don't know what the plan is.
Oh, Jesus.
Is basically paying for what?
No, they're bankrupt.
Oh, bankrupt. A bankrupt company is buying another company, probably in hopes of saving itself.
We'll see.
Well, they picked the perfect time for people to not really want to buy their games anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it is that time. Glad to see everyone. Last time, we went through a wedding, 3 people. A bunch of high-level visitors came to see it, and we start a new day, a new session with potentially a new government kicking off. That's where we will open. The morning after, I think everyone, or most everyone, is probably somewhere in the castle and or at the bar, and that's where we will open tonight. Anyone have anything else to add to the recap?
Not that I can think of.
All right, so we'll kick off there. Roseland, where did you find yourself at the end of the evening?
I feel like I likely spent, like I had said last session, most of the night being a face, and we meeting with people and everything, and then waiting until it was pretty much just me and people I was familial with remaining before I clocked in for the night. And then I imagine I would have probably wanted to spend a night within my room again before, assumably, we'd probably be taken off pretty soon.
Okay.
Potentially with my newly wed partners.
Of course.
Oh my.
Safe assumption.
As Flex, I assume you concur.
I imagine I wake up hungover as hell.
Flix wakes up with new fairy wings. His old, just kind of darker looking, butterfly-esque wings have overnight transformed into wings more similar to a death's head moth.
Is that what drugs do to you? Do I need to feed you more drugs?
I that's I don't know if I'm ready to test that theory.
I know what I'm ready to test. Some fucking caffeine. Holy shit.
As
Caffeine and breakfast.
do you go out or do you order food in?
I'm sure I'm heading back towards, like, where the party's been meeting up in the mornings when we've been staying here. I would probably do my best to, like, check in with Lilith, like, and, like, whoever is I've left in charge to, like, make sure that she's ready to watch over everything. But yeah, I'd be looking to assess where the party's ready to go because this, you know, the fate of the world is on the line and everything.
As you go about your morning routine, Gelo, are you still in a bar?
Yeah.
As Nico's just hanging out under the table, keeping an eye. Bartender just sometimes comes on by, checking up. Maybe brings water or more alcohol. Urias, where do you find yourself in the morning?
I am likely walking out of someone different's room this morning after having a
Are you
exciting evening.
trying to be discreet, or do you just don't care?
I'm a bard. We don't know what discretion is. In that
I just
department.
gotta ask.
In that department. I know.
As soon as you go singing by, off, where are you headed? Back to where the kind of the common area that everyone's been hanging out in?
Yeah, I'm heading back to meet up with everyone and get ready for our trip back to the material plane.
As you round a corner in the area, you'll see, I believe, Rosewind is there now. Alex, did you join, or are you still hanging out in the room? Mary, where do you find
Yes.
yourself?
Mary is currently trying to prestidigitate all the glitter out of her raven cloak, regretting her prank from the day before.
As you think you just get it, just more appears, little sprinkles on the ground.
It just keeps multiplying. What the fuck?
Oh, is this glitter made out of foil?
It's made out of magic and pixie farts.
The one thing prestidigitation can't get out.
You might try walking into a rust monster. That might destroy it. As I walk by.
Absolutely not. Goes back to frantically prestidigitating.
As Whisper, do you join everyone in the common area? I see your messages in the chat. For those of us watching online, Whisper has lost their voice. As a group. As Whisper rounds the corner, joins the group, still probably trying to clean up as much of the glitter as he can. I think Mary and Whisper would trade glances as they're sharing their frustration of their inability to exactly clean up all the glitter. That prestidigitation is not working as well as they thought it would. But no one seems to be bothered by it at this moment.
It's all good until they hatch.
As most of the groups there, you see both Nico and Gelo not present. What's the plan for the group? I know a loose plan as headed back to the material realm. Is there any last minute things or any do-outs you have to finish before you depart?
I think I needed to hand out rewards to everybody if I haven't already.
Ah, yes. Hold on. I need to go. I'll send you a message in Discord real quick.
I know we were knighted.
Honorary knighted. No actual duty required.
So, like, Judi Dench, Ian McKellen,
Yeah.
not Galahad or Gawain.
Flix takes it far more seriously.
I mean, Flix was already kind of a knight, so.
So
now he's kind of a king.
Let me know if you're good with that, and then I can add it to people's inventories. Or can you all, if I tell you the name of the item, can you all add it yourselves, or do I have to do it in D&D Beyond?
As long as it is in some of the things that have been shared, we should be able to add it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you're good with that, Rosewind?
Yeah. Because I wanted everybody to have cloaks of billowing.
Alright, so if you want to go ahead and role play this out while I'll put the name in the Roll20 chat. So you should be able to go to your items and find it and add it to your inventory. It is not an attuned item, so you don't have to worry about using a slot for it.
And I'm sure that I'd have had each one made to, like, suit the wearer in whatever way, or it has some sort of Fae illusion for you to change it to look for whatever for your outfit. And then just, like, inside of the collar just has the, like, Titania family crest.
And then for those that are listening, I will post what it does here also in the Roll20 chat.
So basically, it's a cloak of billowing, and then Doug gave it something where you get disadvantage on attack rolls against you until you take damage.
It's a cloak of displacement.
Billowing cloak of displacement.
And some druid crafting.
Just trying to give it a kind of Fae-ish, fairy flavor to it. And so I thought in the Fae, you got that nature, so hence the Druid cantrip, and then the kind of like a loose illusionary type magic, or not everything in the Fae is as what it seems. So I thought it was it makes sense to have this illusion. I changed the how it was used in a way. I think there was a way you could use it multiple times, so I kind of changed it to like basically it's like once per day. Kind of balance it out a little bit. So as the group gathers, picture Rosewind kind of going up to each person and presenting them with their individualized cloak.
And then I'm sure I would have had some monetary reward for everybody as well, whatever you were willing to let me give out, Doug. I don't know what was in the Sealy Court coffers.
I mean, it's an entire kingdom, so
I know platinum pieces are worth a lot in your world.
I mean, it's your kingdom, so it's weirdly at my own danger here. It's whatever you think is best. I can either start rolling on some tables, or if you have ideas, there's plenty of money. Right?
I mean,
there's all sorts of magic items. Let me pull open one of my handy dandy random loot tables and see what I can come up with.
Oh Lord.
Well, I mean, it's just give ideas. Right? Like, it's the entire kingdom. Like, they weren't poor, right? They had plenty of money.
I also probably don't want to drain the entire coffers, but...
Of course.
They just helped me retake a kingdom. I need to reward them.
I know, like, it's like, yeah. Let's see, well, my internet is quite slow today. Close out some.
Did Nico get a cloak?
Of course, Nico gets a cloak.
Okay.
Dragons is peoples.
Coming to the bar, and Gelo's just talking to Nico about Eberon and all the dragons, and give us our cloaks. And Gelo's like, "Oh hell yeah!" Puts it in his backpack. Unfortunately, I have an actual cloak of displacement that's once per turn instead of once per day. Or no, I get it back once over on my turn rather than on the next dawn.
Very nice. Yeah, I was like, Doug, everybody has got all of their, like, attunement slots and shit full. Like, if we do a magic item, it has to be something that doesn't take up an attunement slot, and I feel like that can't be too crazy.
Yep. Just part of me learning the balance aspect to homebrewing and loot.
No, trust me, I get it. Y'all remember how fucking Clifftop was?
Yes!
I mean, I'm not necessarily mad.
That's still a good item, though. Fucking...
Now, ask Kita how my fucking campaigns go.
Adventure.
Oh, you want a magic item? LOL. LMAO.
How is it, like, more rare, I guess? I don't know. I guess harder to get magic items in that world.
It's definitely not as easy. There's a running gag where she's never going to be given a cloak of displacement from me.
Fucker.
Also, at this point, I think that I'm probably wearing a different outfit, having access to my wardrobe, and not being, like, on the lam anymore. Where I don't exactly look regal, but I definitely look ready for battle now, where I probably either looked regal or, like, on the run before. So, like, I probably am still in, like, forest greens, but, like, I'm likely wearing, like, my armor underneath, like, a skirt and, like, light blouse instead of like tattered torn green dress.
Alright, Roswin, check Discord. Got randomly rolled.
You just rolled items like
The loot generator, yeah, just
oh
I
god.
select kind of like the scenario, and it just rolls for me. So it's like, there you go, it's ideas.
I was more figuring I would hand out monetary reward to people because that would be easier.
Sure. Let me see if that.
If you can figure out what the average coin-based reward on that would be, maybe. I don't know. That's a lot of stuff.
Individual treasure. Got it. I'm seeing. Let me double check the CR real quick. All that crap went down.
I'm looking at this list and it immediately sent my head spinning. I was like, oh.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. I was just like, whoa.
Well, just in case, like, something, inspiration. for
There's some cool stuff in there I can already tell, but, like, I'm also like, oh, fuck. I don't want to, like, I like playing Santa Claus, but I don't like playing Santa Claus that much.
Fair enough. All right.
Santa Claus's third cousin, Sandra Claus.
Well, I am a fairy, so I'm sure I'm used to clauses. You know, in contracts and whatnot.
Alright, I'm seeing anything from 3,000 gold. This is each 3,000 gold and or up to 5 to 600 platinum based off the CR of everything.
Well, with how much platinum is worth in your world, that'd be a little crazy. But
That'd be like 5 to 6 platinum in your
I-
world.
I would, yeah, I was like, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
imagine that, like, 4 to 6,000 gold isn't unreasonable, and that's like, like Rory said, 5, 6, 7 platinum.
That works for me. You can do mix of that, or just do all platinum, all gold. So we could do.
I don't know. Are we doing carrying weight on coins?
No.
Then it's not really like it matters.
Or whatever. Unless people have personal preference or you just want to use platinum, you can use platinum. That would be lighter.
There is. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Must be new.
Nifty. So yeah, you want to just say that I give everybody the equivalent of 5,000 gold in gold or platinum?
Yes. Oh. Okay. Put it in roll 20. Damn. Rosewind goes around handing out coins and capes, cloaks. Does anyone have any other unfinished business?
Flix
like to
is
wrap
going
up.
to take. Flix is going to take the 5 platinum that he got, and he is actually going to go to the tailor shop that made his wedding outfit, and he's going to secretly but still letting them know that it was donated. Like, he gives an anonymous donation of the 5 platinum pieces.
Okay, so as you approach that familiar little hole-in-the-wall tailor shop in the corner of the castle area, how do you donate it anonymously? Do you wrap it in like an envelope? Do you put it in like a bag? You just hide it? How do you do this?
He'll walk in, like, thank them for everything that they like, for the suit and the suit vest and everything, that everything went well, and hope that they were able to attend the wedding. If not, and as they're talking, he's going to like secretly just like kind of like in their like little where they would accept payment, like just drop the money as he's idly talking to them.
Okay, so you're trying to do this like subtly.
Yeah.
Curious, let's see how well performance or a sleight of hand check.
All right. Let's see how well either of those are going. Let's see. Sleight of hand, I have a +7, so let's.
Okay. As you subtly put it in during the talk, you catch just a brief. You think the wife. She just looks over, kind of like right at the tail end as you like kind of take your hand. She doesn't see you put the coins or take anything. She just sees that your hand is like suspiciously in the area. But sees you have nothing in your hand, kind of dismisses it as you leave. And when you're like, I don't know, halfway headed back, you just hear this yell of excitement and it sounds concerning. And you can kind of hear what you thought was arguments. Like, what is this? And you keep hearing this back and forth of like, how did this get here? Who donated it? Or put this in here? And you just hear this happy confusion as they're trying to unravel this mystery of 5 platinum pieces being randomly dropped into their drawer. Very nice touch there, Flix.
Thank you. I felt like they definitely deserve something. They were swamped with last minute tailor requests for a wedding, like next day delivery type stuff. So I was like, they deserve it.
As Flix's head is back, what else?
That'll be all for Flicks for right now.
Rosewind, were you checking on Lilith and like setting everything up?
Yeah.
So as you go check up on her, you see that she's surrounded by advisors. You see some unseelie and some kind of new creatures about. Excited to see where this new government setup is going. And she seems to be adapting to her role quite well. Asking and being more inclusive and open to everyone's thoughts. As I think they're talking about, ways forward, how they're going to handle laws, kind of like the punishment law breaking is on the discussion. What words of wisdom do you have to add? If she notices that you're kind of checking in.
Make sure not to overthink it. I know how you are. You get lost in thinking too hard about things. So you're going to do great. Just believe in yourself and believe in the fact that I believe in you. Lean on everybody around you that knows what they're doing, and I'm sure they'll take care of you. Everybody here wants to see you succeed and wants to see this place succeed. So just do your best, and that's all anyone can ask.
As she smiles, kind of motions to give you a hug, and then is quickly kind of scurried off to get back to whatever is at the topic of discussion. Now, how's everyone getting back? Going through the portal, but the question is which one?
So there's just how many portals? Because there's the one that goes to the capital, and then there's one to Zeratol's private space. Was there a third portal?
I don't. Well,
Because like if
There
Could
was,
be.
but it was like it was like portal that was like holding together the bindings of what's his name, the snake.
Oh. Okay. Because like I
That's
would
correct.
love, I would love to jump back to Zeratol's place. I know that's where my carriage is, but I don't really want to like pile the whole party into his private chamber. Maybe I check in with him and let him know we're coming back towards, because his castle moves, right? Like,
Sweet lord.
it does.
I was
Like-
sitting here talking to myself.
oh, what did
Doesn't
you have?
he have a portal? Doesn't he have a portal room?
We have runes. So if somebody has this teleport spell, Nico has the teleport spell, right? I don't know if that works like plane shift or whatever. I know I have plane shift, and I could go to, because we have the teleportation runes for his place.
You do. And you have a you have a teleportation circle back in here. I'll put it on the map for just kicks and giggles real quick.
Because we're on a different
Or,
plane,
Rory,
right?
did you say room?
Yeah, the room with the portals in it.
I think that was like a connection to the infinite staircase.
Oh, that would be not good.
Yeah, and we have access to the infinite staircase now, right? Because the crown was like gave us access or whatever.
He made mention of it, but I don't think you've actually used it.
Well, like, yeah, that's what I meant. Like we knew that would give us access from what we had heard, right?
Yes. That was like a one-way trip, just because at the time.
It
right
could
before
send
we
us-
got-
Yeah. All right.
So here is the one of your teleportation circles, knowing that you have the coordinates, I guess the address to Zeratol's, which were also kind of like, if you recall, right behind the front door, there's that big atrium, and there is that circle of runes there. So you could take that. There are many ways to get there.
We will need to plane shift first.
Yeah, teleportation wouldn't be strong enough if we're on a different plane.
Or banish ourselves.
I do have plane shift. I would just need a metal rod worth 250 GP attuned to the plane of existence, and then I can use it to or wait, alternatively, if you know the sigil sequence of a teleportation circle on another plane of existence, this spell can take you to that circle. So, but I do, in the components, I need a metal rod worth at least 250 GP attuned to that plane.
Would a rapier count as a metal rod?
Well, or is there a way for me to have picked that up at some point? Like, knowing that I would have access to this at this point? Because I have the gold for that. I can spend the gold, and I'd love to get one for here, too.
I mean, I would imagine you probably own one from there in your warehouse.
Hey,
Storehouse.
hold on. I gotta go. My wife needs me downstairs real quick. I will be right back.
I do have the rapier of Garvin, which we got on our plane.
But it's got to be attuned to it, so I think there's a special
True.
process the rod goes through.
Yeah, you need
True.
the special planar tuning fork.
Yeah. But, like, I imagine, like, I had the money, and I probably would have had the foresight, knowing that I would get the spell, you know?
Yeah.
Mystical sorcerer bullshit.
I'm getting cuddles right now because someone needed attention.
I still haven't come up with the names for these fucking displacer beasts.
Cuddles and Scritches.
No. I'm legally obligated to name one Dr. Mondo.
Persimmon. Leave it to me to come up with a random food name.
I wouldn't necessarily say that's random. I've met cats named Persimmon before.
Guinevere.
Sunky 2
Oh, that's too
Electric.
fancy.
Sunky 2 Electric Bugaloo.
I was gonna say Guinevere's already a displacer beast name.
That's infringement.
Professor Tango.
Taint.
No. Because this is going to be the name of the one that Gelo's gifting to someone special. And she found out he was giving her the one named Taint.
Okay, I did hear what I thought I heard.
Gelo would
said-
not be in such a hurry to go home.
Then call it something like Precious, or that implies that it's a gift.
No, it's got to be a little bit more murderous,
Oh.
but cute. Like her.
Blood Offering. Blood for short.
Tina.
Antoinette.
Sycamore.
Tina, as in Tiny Tina. Cute but murderous.
Mithrigan.
Mithrigan?
Regan.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like the horror movie Megan, but they put a 3 in it, so it's Mithrigan.
Chucky made a comment about that. That was hilarious.
I give my cloak to Dr. Mondo. He is now knighted by the Fae Court.
Now he can displace while he displaces.
Yeah. Now he can cast Druidcraft.
Regan does sound like it's some weird Celtic name. Did I lose internet again?
Nope.
Awesome.
I was trying to figure out what song to switch my thing to.
The Jeopardy theme.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. I subscribed to the guy whose music I've been using and got access to his like full musical library, and there's like fucking 200 plus songs. It's sick. Anyone watching later on the VOD, I threw BR8 back text on the screen. Just fast forward until it's gone when you to watch when we catch back up. I will also try to remember to put a timestamp.
And then we never saw him again.
Well, he said he's almost done.
We would have just assumed you was speaking in tongues. You're very mysterious. That's what I did when I joined the call. Just ask Rory.
Yeah.
I get fucked up every time the weather changes. So when it goes from hot to cold, I'm immediately sick.
Same.
Tis the season to be fucked up.
What?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't remember what he looks like, but I know who Peter Pettigrew is.
Your status in the voice channel.
Oh, it's just my status.
Oh, that's not Peter Pettigrew.
It's just an emote from a server.
That's just a cute mouse.
Yeah. What server is that from?
That's a rat.
Rat mouse.
Shit, that's a rat.
Don't you
They're
dare say it,
cousins.
Rory.
They're
All right.
cousins.
I'm in too many servers.
Just
Oh,
don't
it's
scare
from-
a melt rat from the back.
It's from the balance.
I mean, you don't even have to be from the back. Just, I mean, you see them from the front too.
True.
I miss having rats. Very lovable creatures.
Move back to Oklahoma. They're everywhere.
I miss my pet rat.
No, I'm gonna move somewhere that I'm not gonna say it.
With trees of green and skies of blue and
They don't have trees in Minnesota.
with fields.
We have a lot of trees.
They don't
There's
have
like-
trees in Minnesota.
There's 3 trees in Minnesota.
That's true. Yeah.
Just like there's 2 trees in western Texas.
We don't have old trees in Minnesota.
Aren't all of those cut down?
Mostly. Depends on where you're at. In the places that people live in Minnesota, I guess.
I've been to a town in Texas that the tumbleweeds don't even enter.
We've got 10,000 lakes, though.
That's too many lakes.
Yeah.
Alaska has even more, though.
I really
Florida
like
has the second most.
I really like northern Minnesota. Like, that part of the state's really pretty, but not a lot to southern
Yeah.
Minnesota. Welcome back.
I'm sorry. Gelo was just having a
Timestamp.
very hard time.
Thank you. 5730.
Okay. Where we left off at teleportation, figuring out who was casting what, and then components.
I was asking if I could have already purchased the components I need for the planar spell.
Most likely, yes.
Okay, because it's only 250 gold pieces, which I have plenty of gold. So I'd like to have one for the material plane and then one for the Fae. For sure.
Okay, and it doesn't consume it. I'm looking at.
Nope.
I don't think I have.
No, I just need to have
Okay.
one for wherever we're going. And then if we were planning on... I'd probably have checked in with Gelo on it. If we were planning on trying to make a deal with an elemental, what plane would be best to go to for that?
Not wherever they're from, that's for sure.
Got it.
Unless you like to perpetually fall and or burn alive.
She's like taking notes.
So as you gather your spell components, and you can very easily find a 200 gold piece.
250.
Metal rod.
Yeah, 250 gold
250.
piece metal rod. It has to be attuned to the plane. So I'd get one for the material plane and one for the Fae.
I mean, for the Fae, I mean, you say attuned like a magic item, or just made in the Fae realm, because you can very easily probably go to a blacksmith.
From the description of the item, my assumption is that it goes through a special process where it is like ethereally attuned to that plane of existence. So like, it's like an anchor or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I understand the idea. So it's very easy to get. Blacksmith can make it, and or a master of sorts. So as you get one from the Fae Realm, so you're going to cast here in what I have depicted on the map.
I have
Or are you doing
the
it elsewhere?
I have the plane shift spell. So having the rod and the runes for the Zeratol's castle teleportation circle that he gave us, I can take us from here to Zeratol's castle.
Is everyone good with this plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So as you cast your spell, leaving the Fae Realm, headed to Zeratul's castle, you will appear. Let's see if that's handy. Okay.
Shake.
I'm going to delete. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do.
Woo!
Yeah. All right. So let me get on the right layer.
Immersive plane shifting.
Not letting me delete tokens. Sorry.
Woodley, 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 woodley.
I got mine.
So you drop in back in the material realm, back into the realm of Altruix, as no one is expecting you here. The runes that you see that encircle Zeratul's kind of, I call it a foyer, light up in this lightning blue, and you all just materialize there at the center. Much to everyone's shock and gasp, some of the guards draw their weapons and kind of take. They don't charge you. They add a sword at kind of a low ready, and they all just look at you. And that familiar chamberlain or butler, who's usually at the front door, motions his hands to put your weapons back, as Whisper then enunciates that they come in peace. And they all just kind of look at each other. And the Chamberlain just looks back to the group. Welcome back. You are unexpectedly expected. If that makes any sense.
As about as any sense that any of our shenanigans make.
Sounds cryptically prophetic.
Oh, it's logic. What time we didn't know, but your timing is just unexpected, but not unknown. So, should I inform Lord Zeratul that you're here, or should I take you to your carriage? How may we assist you?
How long has passed since we have been gone?
Several weeks. So for you, I assume it's just like yesterday that you left this place.
Bit longer than that.
Well, time does work differently, if I understand. I'm Lord Zeratul, and he looks to Rosewind. Your father's discussions. You may find we are in a more hostile environment. The castle has moved to a snowy mountaintop. However, that does not preclude you from traveling. As you can see, like that entire circle, right, is the teleportation circle. Like, it's massive. So you could easily fit your carriage and horses and you all in there. We can teleport you to where you would like, or at least get close enough. Unless you have more business with the Lord.
I will look to the rest of the party and go, is there anything we need to discuss with Lord Zeratul? Maybe find out the current state of things?
Yeah, the talk of changing of conditions and having to be on top of a mountain does sound like we could use some updating.
I mean, y'all just saw him yesterday, no?
I did, but he didn't want to talk about anything important for some reason.
Yesterday for us could have been a week and a half ago for him.
Hey, you there, soldier boy.
Bard looks at you, Gelo. Is it this unimpressed look? Yes.
Did this lord go anywhere recently? Did he go to the Feywild recently?
He just looks at you like, I don't know what our Lord does and doesn't do.
I had no fucking help.
Kind of just this is like, well, okay then.
So,
Ask the Chamberlain, not the guard.
why the fuck would I know that?
Well, never been here.
Well, it seems like the best course of action is for us to speak to Lord Zeratul.
I mean, how long ago have y'all been gone from this castle specifically?
A few weeks, apparently.
Okay, how much of that time before we went into the Feywild? Because we were in the Feywild for like, what, 4 or 5 days?
Out.
Well,
Weren't we just gone?
according to them, it was weeks here.
Weren't we just gone?
Me, the
from-
player, is trying to tell y'all to... might be talking about how long you've been from the castle. They weren't with us whenever we went into the Feywild. We had already been away from the castle for a little bit.
Weren't we only gone for 4 or 5 days or so? It wasn't that long.
I definitely didn't think it was weeks.
Because we were in the forest before
Yes.
meeting Mary's people for a while.
I guess if by
Oh, yeah.
weeks you mean like 2 weeks.
I mean, maybe a week and a half.
So, as the Chamberlain kind of overhears, he kind of motions some guards to escort. So, yes, you wish to speak to Lord Zeratul?
It sounds like the wisest course of action.
And he motions. He has a pair of guards with him. I will retrieve him from his study. If you'd please wait and follow these guards, they will lead you back to a familiar dining area. As they motion, you see a semi-familiar staircase that you've crossed a couple of times when you first visited, staying in the guest quarters. As the Chamberlain will kind of go the opposite direction of you, towards the end of the hallway. As you all approach the dining hall, or the dining area, you see, again, that familiar, well, instead of describing it, I'll just pull it up. That familiar table. You see that there is food, fresh fruits, some bread, some pitchers of either water or maybe wine, not blood. There at the center. Hold on, I'm going to kind of like mass delete here. Some of the tokens, if it's right. Just for visualization. There we go. Zeratul will come in, kind of behind this organ. You see that there's like this little trapdoor here. As it looks like he is rising, he's really walking upstairs, and will stand in front as this red, smooth stone door closes behind him. He'll silently just walk over to the head of the table.
So your Chamberlain said things at large have sort of shifted. You had to hide in the mountains?
Hide? Not exactly. And he kind of makes this kind of grand gesture. This castle does not really hide well. More like reduce risk. Since you've been gone, which has been a little bit of time. Nothing for us, but perhaps more to you. The mind flayers don't like the cold. At least our cold. So, I have moved the castle here for the time being. There have been more and more reports of incursions. More so in the capital. However, Matthias, as he looks to the group, and eyes whisper, has been a little more quiet than expected about it. I wouldn't say a cover-up, but he's also not trying to incite panic. But amongst us, he seems to indicate the other rulers. He has shared with full transparency what is going on. We've all pledged our support, but have recluse to kind of manage our own territories. Because as you have dealt with them, they are very clever. So we don't know what they are trying to accomplish. We assume, as he looks to Rosalind, that has something to do with Dendar. I assume you have them.
You mean the crowns?
He nods.
Yeah, we've kept them split up for now.
He nods in approval. How much have you been able to figure out as whatever we have decided to do, magic has not been broken?
Well, from some scrying, my mother might be part of what's holding Tendar back right now.
He'll sit and ponder. That would make some sense. She wasn't with us in the initial fight. I do know Eberon used what I suspect is higher level magic than he had access to. Perhaps that was Titania, unseen from us.
She was always a very powerful sorceress.
And good aligned, correct? So that would make sense, as Dendar is of a darker alignment. That would make sense. How she got there, where she is, I would not be able to tell you. Memory magic is a fickle thing. So, what next?
It kind of sounds like we need to figure out what's going on in the capital.
Well, I do know that more and more people have been affected. We're seeing visions of Dendar. Similar reports of glowing eyes, always while they sleep, usually a nightmare. Nothing from the others, though, so starting the capital makes logical sense. Now, I assume... What's your... Let me go back. What is your overall plan? Are you going to confront Dendar? Are you trying to...
I think our main goal is to try and take her out, because if we seal her away again, she's just going to come back like this. But of course, it's always a worst case scenario route, right? You know?
I mean, I'm just trying to
Yes.
go home.
Oh yeah, we met this guy, Gelo, he's from another plane of existence, and you seem to have some sort of experience with shenanigans like that. Any idea on how he might be able to find his way back?
Zeratul will pause.
You said you were
Very-
from a place called Eberon, right?
Yellow waves. Yeah, that's it.
I've never seen your kind before.
Yeah,
He stands up.
y'all don't
You
got
see-
tritons. Look at Flicker. Y'all told me y'all had tritons.
Maybe he's just never seen. I don't know.
You think he's racist?
Just like shrugging and shaking her head.
I swear, fucking vampires. No, you know what? Never mind.
And he just looks to Gallo. He doesn't think any reaction to your words, just studies you. And you're trying to go back to this Eberon.
Yeah,
And how do you propose it's not a plane, right? I assume you don't know the
last I checked, it
teleportation.
was. I mean, there's Eberon, the material plane. Then you got, and Gello lists off all of the planes of existence in Eberon that he knows off the top of his head, which is all of them. Then you got Zorus, or Zoriat, the fucking plane of madness. Had a different Feywild though. That one is different.
Well, have you already tried plane shifting?
I mean, we just plane shifted here.
Oh, no, to Eberon. You have the components that you need, or were you
I'm
hoping
not a
to?
magical individual. I don't carry spell components. I carry one of these. I pull out La Platine.
He looks
I
at
shoot
it.
things and I shoot things and I fly airships.
Airships. Ponders. Now that would be a sight to see. Yet that is, to my knowledge, no one here, he doesn't mention the room, but makes like Altruix at large, has developed one.
Yeah,
Theorized, I think. Never put into play. But you have. You've made one. Or
I mean, yeah, I made several. I've flown even more than that. They're not necessarily in development type of thing where I'm from. There's something that's been well developed.
Zero takes some interest into this airship talk.
But
Tell me. Go ahead.
they're not something that should be trifled with.
Mm.
They're tools of war. And I've seen firsthand the tragedies that they can bring upon the people. So, if you guys ain't got them yet, don't.
Well, I agree with you on principle. Tell me, how did your world handle the arrival of these for the first time? Whether it happens here now or 1,000 years, it is bound to happen.
Sure.
So what?
Well, they were developed as weapons of war and killed millions of people in a 100-year-long war. And me and my colleagues are trying to, well, if I can ever get back home, trying to fix that.
How would you fix it?
What I mean, well, getting rid of them.
Problem with knowledge is it can't be put back. Can't.
That's true, but
Unknown.
one thing that helps is making sure not one person is the only person that can make them.
Like an armistice.
Every tool can be a weapon if it's used for it.
Like
That's
a
true.
hammer. Is it a tool of war, or is it a tool to build?
I can
Well,
only
that
imagine.
depends. Is
The
it a hammer or a hammer that casts fireball every time it strikes something?
He'll nod.
If a tool's only ability is to cast death and destruction, then is it a tool?
That is a fair point. So, if you were to redo this whole airship business, do you think not having it in the first place is the better option?
Personally,
You
yeah.
see, I will be one of the few, hopeful few, to live longer. And should this come to pass, be one of the few to attempt at its usage. However, that would most likely require some sort of unconditional outright ban development with harsh penalties incurred. And the people
Now-
will most likely not take kindly
Oh yeah,
to its punishment.
but
When the return,
people
it's
are going to come up with something. People are going to develop stuff, and airships will become something one day here. And it could just, they could start out as just, ferrying people and supplies across the air to distant lands. All it takes is one person putting a fucking cannon on it. And then someone's gonna be like, oh, what if I put a bigger cannon on it? Oh, what if I put on this chanted device that fucking just obliterates entire cities in one go?
That would be terrifying.
It very much is. And Gelo kind of like just stares off into the distance.
Well, it sounds like we really need to get him home. So, from what I've
kind of
realized,
like teleported here in the middle of a fight, so I got people waiting on me.
from what I've researched just now on how the planar shift spell works, so like the rod tuned to a plane, it's a frequency or whatever. So if in your mind, Doug, this is a thing that we can planar shift to, could I theoretically make like an Arcana check to try and like deduce if that's a possibility?
Yeah, absolutely. Being a caster of sorts, you've had education, so yes. Okay. So you recall what's required to attune and get the right equipment you need, Rosewind. What do you relay to the party?
So if it's just another plane, then we should be able to get there if I can get the frequency right. So from what I'm reading, other people online say that one potential thing a DM can do is have you study stuff from that plane to try and figure out the frequency. But that's DM discretion stuff. It's all because it's so not specific in the actual thing. But that's if it is just another plane, because you said there's a whole nother Feywild attached to where you're from, and
Yeah, I have a whole different plane of verse than you guys got.
almost sounds like we're wandering into the realm of chronomancy or something. Alternate timelines? I don't know. I guess we could always just hope another rift will open up and take you home.
You think that one would take this arm or one of my legs? And
So
Gelo detaches his prosthetic arm, because I would have lost one of them.
Zeratul just he starts to get a little bit more fascinated with you, Gallo, in terms of he's looking at the prosthetic, trying to almost take mental pictures of its make, and you just see him very curious about it as the party looks to him. He seems conflicted, like that's what his facial expression kind of looks. And then looks at the group. I wonder. He'll get up and he goes over to the wall. Let me be more specific. He'll go over to this wall, so I'm going to kind of ping the left hand with the western edge. And you see him push a stone. Another hidden door opens. Motions to the party. Come with me. And he motions to have you all follow him. Does the party follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
While shoving
Yeah.
food in my mouth.
Okay. I think it was this one, right? Yes. Ah, all your tokens. Hold on. I'm just gonna en masse. There we go. As
I was about
you
to
all
say, there's a
appear,
ghost.
you all, and you don't have to drag your tokens out unless you want to. Here at the south, kind of this staircase here at the bottom. You go back to that familiar portal room. And he's going to go over to the right-hand portal here at the kind of upper ring. And he is going to bring his hands together and then outwardly push them out, making these intricate hand movements. And the portal is kind of switch around, right? Like it's on an axis. So it looks like it's a broken portal. And then this multicolored, not a portal you've seen before. His are more traditional, just one color, like Stargate blue. This one looks different. This one is it's just got this multicolored hue to it. And he just looks to the party. And just probably one of the most serious faces he can. And he'll take his left hand and kind of in like an introductory hand gesture, the infinite stare. Would this get you back home, Gelo?
Oh, I have no idea. What's the infinite stare? Is that like what the kids are doing these days?
It depends on who you ask. This leads, well, in theory, just about anywhere you want, as long as you know how to navigate it. Instead, differencing from a portal where you have to know and have established ins and outs, the theory is everything is connected. And you could travel to any plane from any other plane.
Then yeah,
Ever known
I'd say that'd work.
or created. The trick is navigating it. Now, while I've never been to Eberon, you have. And your compatriot is correct. You could spend time attuning, creating a rod. Or we could probably just use you and attune it, or and have you go through the portal, Infinite Stair.
So
But I don't know how I won't be traveling with you, so I don't know how to guarantee you get to where you are, though. As I said, this is trickier to use.
Didn't you say that the crown allowed us to navigate it or whatever?
It can.
If I go with him, do I have the ability to get back? Or can I drop him off and then, like, navigate my way back from there?
Possible problem with that? Doesn't that also draw a certain someone's attention?
Above tabletop, the infinite staircase is its own place, and there is someone in the staircase that another certain party member who is not here with you guys has a pact with his patron to kill. Cough, cough, two birds, one stone. Back into the table. Well, that sounds like this is like a good idea. So do I just walk through this portal and I'm home, or do I still don't know what it's like. When you say stair, do you mean like a staircase, or like someone just staring at me the entire time? I'm just. Is it like a hypnotism thing?
Uh, so I guess above table on this one. I don't. How I picture it, and I'm going to kind of diverge from the Castlevania. I kind of see it as a dark and gloomy version of what's inside Hogwarts. I don't know if anyone else has. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
established
where
canon
the
for this.
staircases move
Just
around and
move.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like a maze of sorts.
Yeah, kind of.
Also kind of similar to the pathway from Wheel of Time.
That one
Not
painting.
familiar with it, but
I can't remember the name of that painting with the staircases. They go all sorts of different ways.
Esker.
oh yeah,
The Esker
yeah,
painting.
yeah.
MC Escher.
Esker, yeah.
Where it could be like going upside down, but that to you is up, but to another person is down.
But all the staircases move around.
As
The
I
way.
go back and go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My ADHD kicked in. I should have muted.
It's okay. All good. As we go back into the table, Zeratul looks. We have to. Not exactly. We would have to find your door. You'd have to get there. But once you're inside, it is a place of unending moving staircases. I don't know. There is no end, there is no beginning. You just appear. Much like you would here. But instead of fixed stairs, they move from one door to another, endlessly. A few times I've been able to get to where I've desired, cast a spell, kind of like a locating spell, or in this case, a plane shift or an attunement. would open a door, and then you'd have to navigate like a maze the various staircases leading to that door. But there are creatures of all other worlds, realms, planes, however you wish to say it, throughout the stairs. So it is not a risk-free or danger-free adventure. This allows you to explore unendingly compared to a more mundane to and from place. Hence the infinite stair. Just by other names and other realms. Difficult to find, difficult to navigate. Not for the light-hearted. However, this party seems equipped and adequate enough to most likely handle whatever you may find.
And Gelo wasn't here for that conversation, but didn't he say, like, the guy that currently controls the staircase, like, has the ability, like, has some sort of ability to control the staircase?
Talking about your
I don't
other
remember.
character's target.
Yeah.
He's working on it.
Information
That's
Gelo
why.
doesn't know, but the party does, and the player is
Party
reminded.
does. Yes. It's been in the DM for a minute, as it's been a little bit since we had this type of conversation. So, but Zeradil isn't going to offer that chunk of knowledge to the party. However, the players can freely remember and be reminded of previous events.
Well, I mean, what do y'all think? Are you going to the staircase, or I mean, Roseanne, you were a little excited to lane shift, but I gotta tell you, anything of mine you study is gonna take you to the people I care about the most, and whatever they are, you do not want to be.
Well, and that seems a bit more of a gamble.
I'd hate for us to teleport over there and then all of you guys get spawn camped.
Well, so who's inside here that you guys were talking about that I don't remember as a player?
Oh, I got him written down on Eldon's character sheet. Let me look.
And why is he spooky, and would I know?
Above table, he's one of Eldon's marks for his pact to the Raven Queen that killed his family and burned down his village, you know, the edgelord stuff. As to why he's so spooky, who knows? He's dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find it to
It's
recall
not
my...
him. Oh, yeah, he's an Illithid.
Hair.
His name's
Yeah.
Ter. Or Ter, yeah. I think we had seen like like hologram like visages of him whenever we were doing other stuff a long time ago.
So if he's Illithid, then Mary being nearby will incapacitate him so we can take him to Eldon. This plan is sounding better and better the more we discuss it.
Yeah, we saw him as a hologram in the Illithid Labs. See, I take notes.
I do my best. Well, I'm willing to travel this dangerous staircase to help our friend get home. He helped me save my home.
Slicks will second that.
It only seems right that we get you back so you can save yours.
Yeah, I mean, mine's more or less safe at the moment. It's more just tying up loose ends to make sure, you know what I mean?
Ah, well,
Shit start kicking off and... You know, actually, no, you might be onto something. It might be a little bit more serious than I thought. With the morning starting to spread, it was a... Yeah, I probably should have given more thought to that.
The sun rising isn't a good thing on your planet?
Morning, like with the U.
that's what you do when
Sort of.
people you care about die.
Yeah, we call them the mornings, like the we called the areas the Mornlands. We called the event in which created the Mornlands the morning.
Alright, that makes more
Basically,
sense.
the plane of Zoyot, or the fall plane as you might know it, started Willon was as a being brought to the material, and we kind of found out a way to reverse the effect.
That's
But
good.
as soon as we discovered a way to reverse the effect, it started to spread. And that wasn't good. And we gotta do
Yeah.
them one by one, and it's a whole fucking process. And it was all going good until the fucking spheres showed up. Now look at me. Shipless, missing an arm, hanging out with this guy, points at Urius.
Thank you.
I know. I thought I couldn't get any lower.
You could always try a trench at the bottom of the ocean.
He's not
Oh, I
too
did that.
bad.
That was fun.
He's just a little stick in the mudish.
Yeah, I like the younger one better. The older one's a right prick.
Since I am currently the younger one, I am shifting my eyes back and forth, going, "Alrighty then." Just not saying it.
Like the younger one, I'd invite to an office party. You know what I mean?
I do know a few good shindigs.
I'm sure you do.
So, shall we escort our aquatic friend home?
Yep. Hope you guys are in shape. We're about to make a lot of steps.
See if we can't drag some calamari back with us.
Oh, yeah, flicks. Yeah, assumingly, I don't hear anyone say nay. Whisper. Are you good to go through with this? Or party's gonna jump into the infinite stair and try and get Gelo home.
I mean, I'm good with trying to get Gelo home.
Well, Whisper might want to wait on flying, but okay. Are you gonna fly into the portal? As the party is going through this kind of multicolored Stargate field.
I'm gonna ride on somebody. Because
Nico's with you all too.
Yeah, you got Nico, you got Dr. Mambo, and you got Meth Regan.
Nice holding hands. You can hold hands. I don't care. Oh,
Gelo's wearing a hat, right?
Yeah.
Why don't I plop on the brim of your hat?
because you're tiny
Small.
right now. Small.
I'm a foot tall.
As you all go through, you see Zeratul in the back. As flip through, insert Stargate, wormhole scene, and this is going to be theater of mind. You enter into this dimly lit, dark, what looks to be. It seems like a room at first, right? So you kind of go from a brighter to a darker area, so your eyes take a second to adjust. You see this rudely carved stone staircase in front of you. And it leads, going up, it leads to another landing with a door. You look to your left, your right, or if you look up and down, you see more staircases. No matter where you look, you think that there is an established down or up, only to be seeing what looks to be stairs on the bottom of the stairs, also leading to a landing, leading to another door, but upside down. So that trying to describe that painting in a way, combined with the insides of Hogwarts with all the staircases. The platform itself doesn't move. It's more the staircase itself will just pivot. But then it can grow, it can shorten, it can go down, it can go up. It seems to just be connecting. There's no rhyme or reason as to where, why it goes. And it just always connects to another landing.
What does it look like it's made of?
To me, it would be. See, we're kind of some interdimensional plane, for a lack of a better purpose. I would
I
think.
of the color yellow.
Is it
Yellow.
opalescent? Is it like stone like? Does it look chalky? Does it?
Isn't
Does
that
it-
Mary? Sorry.
What was that?
I was going to say, isn't Mary kind of an archaeologist?
Yeah.
Wouldn't she just look it to find out?
Oh, she would probably be freaking out right now, in a good way, just giddy with excitement.
As much
Geologists,
excitement as
archaeologists,
she can ever show.
archaeologists.
Well, I mean, like internally
Bemused.
happy.
Let's
Sorry,
be
loud
real.
and internally girl screaming.
She is reserved.
yes, but they
The
still
outside-
tend to lick rocks.
No, yeah, I think she has before, actually, in character.
Yeah.
Out
Oh,
of
yeah,
character,
she-
I'm pretty sure
she
she has
was.
before.
Who hasn't licked a rock before? Let's be real.
I
She is a history
say
nerd, and I
it's-
love her.
would say it is kind of like a. Let's see if I can. Who knows what conglomerate is?
Like an aggregate.
Kind of, yeah. It looks like it looks like concrete, but it's naturally occurring.
Huh.
Kind of cool. Like you'll be walking through the woods, and it looks like someone just dumped unfinished concrete, but instead of the aggregate, so in current concrete, and I'm totally gonna nerd out right now. Uses kind of like their aggregate is all the same type of stone, right? So you can see gray stone or white, and it's all the same type. Aggregate is like if you took a bunch of river rock and smashed it with cement. That's what it looks like just out in the middle of the woods, like someone just dumped it there. I have learned because we had this huge boulder conglomerate at the scout camp I used to work at, and it's moved by a glacier millions of years ago. That's how it ended up there. So for I would think it's appropriate, adding kind of that yellow coloring to it, like you'd see in like sandstone. You see just rocks, this conglomerate, but it's finished, right? Instead of unfinished raw, just a clump. It looks like it's carved. Not sure by what or how. You see, I assume Mary will identify some rocks, but then some never seen before. Kind of reinforcing that it's made up of anything and everything. And so now what? As these staircases are moving, as that kind of subtle, just unlocking and locking sounds. As you hear stones kind of grinding against each other. I am trying, so above table, I'm trying to figure out, like, how would a caster, or what would a caster cast to try and find Eberon, right? So I don't know, like, would it just be making Arcana checks? Like, you're trying to attune,
Oh,
use
I have.
Gelo. Gelo is like the source, and you're just trying to find a similar frequencied door.
I think an Arcana check like that would work from a caster using Gelo as a.
Or one of his magical
Perhaps.
items.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
that would be
yeah,
magic from that plane.
like my arm.
Yep.
Arm, pistol, right? I don't think
Nobody's
Gelo
touching La Platine.
would... I mean, it would work. Guaranteed.
Nobody's touching La Platine.
So, Arcana check?
Sure. Let's try that.
I also
so
have
then
an
I would just-
argument for Gelo.
Okay.
Like maybe in this like this place of just endlessness, he feels like some sort of like gut feeling, like some instinct calling him home or something like that.
I could agree with that. Yes. So, as Rosewind,
I'm gonna
Ooh.
I'm gonna pull out. Have some wooden rods in my inventory. I will, or wooden stakes or whatever. I'm gonna pull those out and use them as like dowsing rods to try and like.
So, weird idea. Since we're listening for the vibrations, could the bard do anything with that? Like, tune into the sound of the portal and Gelo?
you could. You could both. So, Rosewind kind of taking the more magical approach, right? Using magic to find a frequency or a similar frequency area, compared to where Eurus's approach sounds like more of a literal listen for the frequency. Not sure. So that would be. Let me look. Pull up something.
Listening for the song of, or the music of his sphere of existence.
Perception.
Gelo farts.
Perception or investigation, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Let's see, one investigation. I don't know, because perception. I don't know. I guess an argument for could be made for either.
Probably.
I mean,
I lean more
investigation
towards
and
investigation.
perception are all three the same for me. Sorry, what?
No, you're good.
I was gonna say I'm leaning more towards thinking like investigation because you're like actively trying to find or look, compared to perception where it's like general awareness. You're actually trying to focus in on this. So what I could say is, both you and Rosewind attempt either method. Rosewind having gone first here to using magic to tune in. It's kind of this far ping back, right? And as you look to where that ping comes from, how just positionally, right? So to everyone's
So-
back would be the portal you just walked through. In front of you would be the staircase. Staircases. Right? Just
So,
trying
like-
to orient everyone.
So, do you know how dowsing rods work?
No. I'm like,
So, like, it's essentially you, like, hold these sticks out and, like, let them hang loose. And as they, like, turn inwards, as you move in, like, you like, face directionally towards what you're trying to find, and they move inwards when you're facing the direction that you want to go, kind of like a compass. So, like, as I'm doing it, I'd be, like, sort of, like, turning on Gelo's head to try and find the direction. And then when I think I'm looking the right way, I'd point him, like, I'd lean down and go, that way.
okay. Yeah, I pulled up Google. So I'm looking at them. Funny enough, there are some ones that are made out of wood. So it's like perfect. All right. So, Clicker, Rosewind, as you're holding your wooden dowsing rods, casting your magic, they turn to. You said together is when you're close, right? So. and would both of them. So if it got closer, they would kind of move inward. That's what you're saying. And then if they move out, they would move out away from each other like a Y as you got further away from that area. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you move around, you notice that as you move more to your left, so using a clock face, so like the 11 o'clock position, that's your dowsing rods move inward just a little bit more. As you move past, they'll go out. So you kind of do this like check, like, okay, that goes out. Okay, not that way. And it's off up into the 11 o'clock. You don't see light from a door, but you get this general sense you have to go up and left. Then Urius, are you going to attempt at listening for this frequency?
Yes.
Okay, so investigation is you're trying to specifically find a frequency using your barred ears.
I rolled my passive.
As you get a sense of this frequency from Gelo. Listening, you as well get a similar read that you need to go left and up. So having the direction kind of revalidated from another means is the party traverse the staircase.
All right, we found it. Time to go home.
Well, it doesn't get, you don't see a door or anything, you just need to know you need to go left and up.
Giddy
Yeah,
up.
we left and up.
Giddy up, Sharky.
So as you
Chop.
take some stairs up and left, who is leading?
Probably one of
So
the
I know
players that can track it.
Well, I'm just curious, is it Gelo and Rosewind or Urius? Are you gonna kind of lead us off?
Which of the two of us are the least squishy, Rosewind?
Oh, Rosewind's on top of me.
Oh.
I have an AC of
And I'm-
18 and 100 HP, so.
All
I have
three
an
of
AC
us?
of 20.
AC 17, HP 129?
I'll take the lead.
All right, Gelo
With Barry on
is
top.
Yeah, I'm the GPS.
AC 20, HP 144, baby. Let's go. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Gelo. Make a. So I'm gonna use nature for like directional, unless there's a better skill you think for walking up the various stairs.
Oh, I'm leading, but
Treat me kind of-
Rosewind's guiding.
Oh, I know, but all she knows is you got to go up and left.
Yeah, I
Uh,
go up and left.
Tracking is usually done through, like, survival.
Yeah.
If that's what you're.
I'm not good at any of those.
I got a +9 in survival.
I'm just the horse in this situation.
I know, but the horror, like, because you'll be presented, hey, you could have two staircases that both go one.
Yeah, I'm not the
kind
one
of
making the
off and maybe
decision on
one-
which way to go.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going first.
All right, then. Rosalind, since you're on top of Gelo, who is the figurative horse, make a survival check, and we'll see like how well this direction goes. So we kind of like a mix of do your survival, then back to Arcana and or investigation, depending on who's going to
With-
find the next.
With Urius listening in, can I do it at advantage? Since we're both sort of tracking where it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoo!
Okay. You
Find it immediately.
Now, as you go up through several flights of stairs, kind of having to do this zigzag pattern, right? You have to go left and up, but then you have to go right to go to the next left. You notice that the stairs keep changing, and after 10-15 minutes of going this direction, you can no longer see where you originated from. Kind of, as long as you're moving forward, to you it doesn't look like the surrounding doesn't change, but it does. Like you go, at one point, I think you are upside down comparatively, but in this, there is no up, there is no down, there's no left or right. All there
So
is just going
Are
upstairs.
the
Trying to-
stairs running us in circles? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm trying to say that
They were trying to, and we figured it out.
no, it's they're not sentient. It's just as you are, just the nature of this place. Sometimes what you would think like you're watching from like an outsider's point of view, you could be going like up, and then all of a sudden you appear in another plate and another area, but you're going actually down the stairs, upside down, right? It just matters on what your perspective, but your perspective, the player's perspective is you're always going up the stairs. From an outsider's, like have you ever seen those?
So like
um,
we're kind of getting thrown all over the place, like when we were trying to run at the party in the forest.
kind of,
But like we're like it's
for,
but it's like the Mario staircase for us.
right. It's just that your perspective is you're always up and you're always like going forward. It's just if you were to ever, someone else were to be watching you, uh, you'd be moving at different, like, in different spaces. You'd appear, it's almost like there's like an invisible, I would say like almost an invisible portal at each landing. And as you go through, you could be going upside down, like on the bottom of the stairs, but gravity, and from your point of view, you're up. So, oh man, it's super hard to describe.
Well, when something
it's
breaks the
sad
laws
that-
of physics, it tends to be a difficult thing to communicate. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, just
So,
it's-
Like the view around us is probably like crazy as well, as we're like just kind of like following this path that I assume I'm pointing out at using my dowsing rods like the entire way. Because from
yeah,
what it
very
sounds
much.
like, you're saying like we get to like landings, and then there's like multiple paths off of the landings or whatever, but like it's all just like a walk up the stairs, no matter where you're going.
right, very much the picture that has of that painting and what has been posted in our campaign chat. It's very much how I'm trying to describe it. But your perspective, like you're always going up stairs. As I go back to this awesome critical
So like just describing
Just
like we're
rods.
walking up the stairs one after another, but from an outside perspective, it looks like we're all separated on different staircases.
kind of. I guess that's a better, more elegant way to put it.
Reality is
As-
getting a little fucky even for my tastes.
If you take a pause at a landing to kind of like recheck your direction, notice that dowsing rods have moved. They move closer together significantly. Not touching, indicating that you found it, but the landing that you're at, it's getting closer. You decide to you check this door. The door in front of you, that is something I will describe. Is each door looks to be a little different. They're not. They're not like the exact same copy paste door. It looks like the door kind of takes on some elements of whatever plane place it is connected to. So, the door in front of you is black. It has kind of these tinges of purple on it. You open the door. No lock that you can see, just
No. I mean, you said this isn't the right door, and you said it's black and purple. I don't trust.
Does it have the same harmonic as Gelo?
no.
Do I have reason to suspect it's a trap?
No.
Do I have reason to suspect it's connected to what we're fighting?
I'm curious, how would you suspect that just off of a door description?
Well, does it have anything that would remind me of Dendar? I mean, you said it's dark, it's purple, and my brain branked.
That
My
might just be how
brain.
the doors look here.
Is Urius, how are you recalling, or how are you kind of putting together this thought? Like, what sources of information?
The battle that we relived with Dendar?
Dendar's purple. Dendar rules shadows. Dendar door.
Yes.
For me, it was simply the color.
Okay.
I associated those colors with not good. So my character was like, "No, that's some unseelie type shit. I ain't about that."
And I'm relatively certain that keeping up detect magic would not necessarily be a great thing.
Probably not. You'd probably just get overwhelmed.
So yeah, just like what I know about Dendar, the battle that we relived through the vision given to us by Zeratul, the fact that I've seen her eyes before. Does it look gaily like a dragon?
Is there any sort of symbology on it, or is it plain?
No symbology, no other clues. This is kind of like a risk reward type setup.
Open the door, look in.
As Gelo opens the door and looks in, surprisingly, you are assaulted with this bright white light. Not blinding, not blind, it's just very bright on the inside.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! I closed the door.
As you close it, you're gonna try and describe this initial look, right? So for anyone that looks or is at the doorway looking as Gelo opens and then probably like suddenly closes it, is there's a bright light inside that I'll call it a room for lack of a better description. In the center was this like dark pitch black obsidian orb. As the door then closes.
So there was
Alright.
an obsidian orb?
An obsidian, like, so if I were describing a room, right? Because that's the closest I can get with this is it's this bright white lighted room, but then in the very center of this room, it's just this black orb sphere. It's to be made of obsidian. It's not moving. There's a brief glimpse when Gelo like opened the door and looked, saw, closed the door. You didn't see anyone or anything else. He also opened it for like a very brief second, so not a very long time to get a lot of information. But just describing as one would open the door, that brief second as you saw the room, didn't probably see every detail, but you saw the major elements, and then subsequently closed the said door.
So that couldn't have been any good, right?
I
Probably
think I need another eye patch. Fuck.
close it for a little bit.
As Gelo is trying to get attuned to back to the normal locations, deciding
Like I got flashbanged. My tinnitus is acting up.
Rosalind or Urias, do you go ahead?
No, I was just gonna make a joke. Go ahead.
Do you all make another either your dowsing rod or frequency check at this point?
Yes, I will.
Okay, roll your appropriate either your Arcana or your Investigation. So Arcana for Rosewind, Urias Investigation. All are rolling hot today. As Rosalind, you take your dowsing rods, kind of shift on top of Gelo's hat. You see that the dowsing rods now move to your right as you do your whole move. Okay, that's where they get closer together. Your whole like move a little bit more to the right just to make sure, move more to the left just to make sure you're going. It looks like it's going down, air quotes, into the right. Curious as you listen, looking around. Looking around, listening, you two also notice that is off and to the right. And I would think as you look over, are you doing just checking? Take a quick peek over the staircase and see that it kind of goes upside down.
Lovely.
So as you go ahead.
I was just saying, as I noticed that, I'm go lovely. Thinking we're probably gonna have to walk on the upside down of the staircase, and hopefully not fall into the vast nothingness around us.
as party traverses that way, assuming everyone follows, leaving that door alone. Curious, after a little bit of walking, you'll look back and notice, because you can see the door that you were just at. You're like upside down compared to the door. But as you kind of like right side yourself, to you, you see me standing up. Starting to add to the seriousness of this place.
Well, gravity in this dimension is defying the laws of physics.
Yeah, probably best we all stick together and not lose sight of anyone. I imagine
Also,
flying in here might be bad because I can just imagine it, like the weird etherealness, like just you end up someplace different on accident.
or more than one place at a time.
Don't make me think about it.
I will pull my citron out, tune it, and start playing the sound I hear emanating from Gelo. Let's see what that does to the environment around us.
What? Yellow. What would your frequency sound like?
I don't know, man.
High pitched, low bass.
I mean, that kind of frequency is going to be inaudible.
A little shallow.
Okay, the one I sense coming from Gelo. Using my connection to magic and music and
Urias does that thing where you hook the like synthesizer up to the mushroom and get the music from it, but with Gelo.
Are you asking me or?
No, that was a suggestion. Like, Urias is using the citern to make the frequency audible.
To kind of,
Yeah.
I guess, relay what he's hearing to what, so that everyone else can kind of hear what he hears. That's the idea.
Yeah. And like
Uh,
letting it, I believe Urias is wanting it to radiate throughout the space and see how it reacts. If there is a reaction, I think.
Make a performance check.
Can I give them
Urias?
like advantage on this since?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're from there, yeah. It'd be completely different if you're just going in cold, right? Like just, oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
find Eberon. No, absolutely. All right. Urias, what does this sound like as you strum your citron?
Well, there's probably this weird, like normal music, but over it there's this strange vibration, like an overtone hitting. kind of like the twins from the Mothra movie, or the twins from The Shining. They're like in stereo, and two notes hitting from each chord at the same time. Kind of an eerie dissonance to it.
Also, I do want to just quickly say, to answer Doug's question, a didgeridoo.
Okay.
That's what Gelo's frequency sounds like.
Okay.
So my cittern currently sounds like a massive wood instrument.
Magic.
Run the finger up and down the chord or something.
Probably with hints of theremin thrown in.
Oh, well.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But to answer Furious's question, as you strum and successfully hit the right frequency, very faintly, you kind of hear this, but sounds like it's being reverberated back at you. Right, so as you play, strum, hear it, you can kind of hear it echo, bounce back, and come back to you very faintly in the same direction to the right that you're going. I think you've just found a way to somewhat navigate the staircase by matching a frequency, using a instrument of sorts, and walking. So it sounds like you're going to be playing music to find your location. You know, in conjunction with the dowsing rods, and you audibly listening.
And continue semi-leading the way.
Who are you asking?
No, I say I continue semi-leading the way.
As you walk forward to the right, more doors appear. Gelo, I'm going to send you a message real quick. That is my dog. All right. Sorry, just trying to make sure I have this plot planned out correctly. As Urius, you successfully figured out playing an instrument to the correct frequency will ping a corresponding response to the location that you want within the staircase. As you go walking on what seems to be about an hour through this staircase, through this maze, constantly playing and just making slight adjustments, sometimes going left, right. You find yourself at a door. Rosalind, you notice that as Urius is playing and checking your dowsing rods frequently, they start to get closer and closer, till you get to this door. Oh, okay. Hold on. We'll wait for Rosalind to be right back.
Rosalind's back.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard.
she's back now.
So we're honing in on the door.
Yeah, you're honing in on the door. As Rosalind, you're looking and listening to Urius strumming this weird didgeridoo over a stringed instrument sound. Closer and closer, those dowsing rods move until this door that you arrive at, I assume if I'm correct in saying this, they're crossed. Once they cross, that means you're at it, correct? Dowsing rods?
Yeah.
Okay. So, they cross, and before you stands this door. And I will turn it over to Gelo to describe what happens.
Yeah. Gelo opens up the door, and the door opens. Fog kind of seeps in, and looking through the doorway, that's all you see. It's just fog, just thick, dense fog. And there's sort of like a gravitational, like a very small gravitational pull, like pulling you towards the door. And then a concentrated, high-powered beam of just white light cuts through in front of the door, clearing away the fog. And you see that the door isn't where a door should be. It seems to be in the air, pointed down. And what you see is this circular platform of sorts, kind of just suspended in the air below you, like a pretty good distance down, maybe anywhere from 400 to 500 feet down. And this platform appears to be even further away from the ground. And you see these silver spheres just all over, like in the air around this platform. And in the center of this platform is this quadrupedal metallic beetle. And you see this party of people fighting it. You see a red dragon cut across the sky as another beam of light shoots from this beetle and hits this dragon, who veers off. And off its back, you see a winged blue creature firing an arrow. And instinctively, Gelo reaches for his gun. You see like clouds of black smoke just appearing and evaporating all over the place, and then appearing on top of the beetle. From this cloud of black smoke is a pink tiefling that stabs daggers into this beetle. you see a elven, possibly half elven woman in some sort of unknown religious garbs hold out her hand, and this giant domino appears in the sky and falls down, and narrowly missing the beetle because certain someone can't roll for shit. And you see this person with a large ass hat and blue robes defensively reach out their hand as another beam of light is coming towards them, and the beam of light just stops and is like kind of stuttering as it's caught in time. And this person kind of just like dodges, steps to the side, and then it resumes going past them. And then just bursting out of nowhere, this fiery creature that looks like a fire elemental, but is not, and is just throwing fireballs at this thing. And Gelo turns to you all and is just like, this is gonna be fun. And he like looks back and just like, well, I haven't known y'all for a whole lot of time, but it's been fun. And remember what I taught y'all. And Urius, I think you were the older when I gave you that sheet music. I don't know if he hid it or threw it away, but see if you can figure out what he did with it. Good song. I think you like it.
All right.
Flicka? No, I apologize. Rosewind. The power is in the people. And then he looks to Nico. There's a lot of people here that can help you out. You have a lot of questions that they may be able to answer.
Nico,
You can come with me if you want.
Nico will look at Gelo party and have this like conflicted look. He looks excited. He sees the dragons. He sees what you're describing. And then he sees the party. He looks down at the ground, kind of in this deep thought, thinking, I think I need to finish this. And he like motions to the party first. You have questions. I can find you. I can find you again.
I'm going to get down on
Perhaps
his level. Go
after
ahead.
I join you. Would that, you think that we could do that?
Of course.
He has this like sad smile, looking at Gelo. See some water kind of collects on his eyes in the corners.
You are your own person. Who you were, or who you fear you will be, is not who you have to be.
He looks at you with his eyes bigger and a smile. I will try. I understand.
All right. I'm gonna take off my hat, put it on his head.
Well, you people need you. Go
Yeah.
be the big hero.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cast Stone Skin
Nico.
on Gelo.
Nico, you need any help? You just let me know. I'm gonna backflip out the door. And Dr. Mambo and Mithri can follow me.
You talking your displacer beasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, they follow you. As we watch Gelo and the beasts jump through the door shutting. I think we'll stop there for the night. Saying goodbye to Gelo. Hanging out in the staircase. As Nico will look to the party. Now what?
As the door closes and Nico says that, Roswin's gonna go, he has Featherfall, right?
That we could close on. And
I thought that was pretty good.
that's great.
We
I
cut
like
to a
that.
whole nother mini campaign. All of you are in the middle of a fight. A fucking blue smear appears on the ground.
Yeah, I guess he's got Stone Skin. I don't know.
No, I mean, you know Gelo has Featherfall from his ring.
The party
He's
just
jumped
cast
off
a
the
meteor.
castle.
But yes. We say goodbye for Gelo. Perhaps our last, perhaps not. We'll see. Sorry, this one was kind of that was a different type of session.
Hey, it was a great
Now
session.
that I have a little bit better idea, I assume that come up with some encounters. Was this theater of the mind? How did that work? Did you guys? Was this okay, better, different?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Always good.
That looked great.
My
I'm just
personal
just trying
preference
to
for
be-
mazes.
I'm just expecting to run into a half-crazed immortal alchemist and a calamari head.
It's alright. You guys got the anti-calamari person.
So from here, is there? And we don't have to decide this now. Was the idea to just go back and search for Eldon, or were you somewhat? Was there a thought to go do something else while you're in here?
I mean, it was mentioned that, and we did know that he had someone. It had been mentioned in the past that there was someone in, like, the interdimensional space that he was supposed to be hunting down.
And we
So-
figured out how to navigate it now. So if we get
Yeah.
Eldon, we can help him track that guy down, I guess.
Or I mean, since Mary's with us, I could just compose the song "Tadpoles of Doom" to find the
Yeah.
Mind Flayer on our way out.
Just incapacitate him. That's kind of how it's going to happen either way, right? I mean,
And I really don't want to find out what casting delayed blast fireball will do in this area. Like, casting it in here might be devastating. Or fun.
Just let me know. I will work out some more plots, because there's some things that I want to talk to Whisper about, and others, and we'll go from there. See you all in 2 weeks. Let me double check calendar real quick. I know I don't have any conflicts, but I know it is also the holiday season. So that puts us on December 17th and then the 31st. If anyone has, if they're going to be spending time with family or doing something or be away, just let us know and we will accommodate. And
Now,
life changes.
I have a sleep study on the 30th, but that's all.
I don't have anything
Okay,
as far as
cool.
I'm aware because my family doesn't celebrate. So
This will be my second sleep study. I have to remember to sleep on my back this time.
well, good night to anybody in stream. Thank you for watching. If you're watching later on VODs, thank you too. Remember to
I
like,
might
comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Catch
use
you